What's up team, Brock Ashby here. In this video I'm going to take you through the motivation cycle. I'm super passionate about this topic because I get asked about motivation a lot. In the fitness industry, it's always been based around motivation. Like even if you just YouTube fitness motivation, right? There's videos everywhere. There's people with their natural body transformations that are motivation videos. There's podcasts or public speakers that are doing motivational talks and they're put in fitness motivation. It's very linked, and I want to get to the bottom of why people's thoughts on motivation are backwards. So let me take you through what people actually think the motivation cycle is. They think that motivation is the first thing that comes, and then action, and then results. The problem I have with this is motivation just doesn't fall into your lap. We don't just sit on the couch and get motivated. That is so rare. And that's why the quote that's popular is like, don't rely on motivation, rely on discipline, or rely on commitment, because then you can dedicate yourself to an action and you have to dig deep and look within yourself instead of hoping that this thing's gonna fall through the sky and just land on your hands. Like all the stars are going to align, or all the green lights are going to line up so that you can just drive straight through. Often in life, that's not how it happens, but that's the way that people kind of rely on motivation at the moment. And I want to flip that on its head and propose the idea to you. Let me get my whiteboard marker. That action be the number one thing that comes first. And this comes from that quote that I just said. You discipline yourself, you commit yourself to action first, and then motivation. Action precedes motivation. So action has to be the first thing. And once you take action, that brings you around to results. Let me get out of the way. Right here, results. So that's number 2. And then once you get results, then motivation will come from that. But that's actually the last step in the motivation cycle. And then the cycle continues and it goes around like that. So let's put it into context for a little bit. Let's say you want to lose weight, okay? Don't rely on motivation. Don't search through Instagram and, oh, I want to see a motivational transformation before I start, or I want someone to yell at me really loudly to get motivated. That is the worst strategy ever. Take action. What's the first thing that you can do? What's the lowest hanging fruit you can do? Take out cheat meals. That's one option. Take your steps up from 8,000 to 10,000 steps. So get 2,000 steps extra per day. That's another option where you can start. Stop drinking Coke. Replace it with Coke Zero. There's 3 options that you can try straight away. Take action straight away, and that's how you can start losing weight. Let's say you want to get a girlfriend or get a boyfriend. Don't just rely on motivation because it's hard. You know, going up to talk to someone at a bar, or just texting someone, downloading the Tinder app, whatever action that is to take, you can take it, right? So instead of just waiting for the motivation, take action. Go out on a Friday night by yourself, talk to 5 people. That's one piece of action that you can do. Number 2, create a Tinder account. Like, that's not that brave, but it's very easy to do, and that is an actionable action that you can take. Let's say you want to start a business. Instead of waiting for motivation, take action. Number 1, think of the business that you actually want to do and create a Facebook page, create an Instagram page, create a YouTube channel. The second actionable thing that you could do is start sending emails out. Emailing your friends or family that you could do your business for free and get referrals, get testimonials. Number 3, you could start building a website. It's super cheap these days. These are just actionable things where you can get results, whatever results they may be. If you're dating, it could be getting a text back. If it's starting a business, you could start getting friends and family replying saying, oh yeah, I would really like to be your first client for free, and you can use my images or you can use my testimonials to get future business. It could be creating a website that gets its first transaction or just gets its first viewer on the landing page. You could lose 500 grams, you could lose 200 grams over a week, and that could be the result that's going to spark that motivation. But this is the motivation cycle that we should be pursuing, and it's based on action. Action is like the last thing we want to do. We want to see results first. Without action, it's really hard for us to just take action and have faith. We want to know that if we do this action, it's going to get this. But often we first have to take action. So let me give you a real basic example of how I've applied this. I don't really want to talk about fitness because I can do that without motivation, right? I love fitness, so that's not hard for me. I will wake up and work out very easily. I do jujitsu, I love it. I would just do that any day of the week. Lifting weights, I'll do that any day of the week. Eating healthy, I don't find it that hard. I actually find it really enjoyable and tasty. So it's really hard for me to say, oh, you need to get motivated for fitness, because I actually find it like second nature. I've just loved it from a young age. I love eating. I love eating things that are good for me. I love lifting weights. I love sleeping. I love getting my steps in. So I love all the pillars of health. Let's say growing a YouTube channel. I don't necessarily enjoy talking to a camera. I don't necessarily like posting on YouTube 3 to 5 times a week, like 3 long form videos or 2 long form videos and posting like shorts every single day. That doesn't come second nature to me. I'm a sports dude, right? I love personal training. I love sport. I don't necessarily love social media, but I do it because it helps me grow Team Brock Ashby, which is actually what I love doing. I love coaching, I love sport, and I love kind of helping people achieve the results that they want to achieve. And for me to do that with more people, that requires me to post on YouTube to help grow my audience. So for me, taking action, it's literally doing these YouTube videos. I've been posting, how to do a Romanian deadlift, how to do a bent over row, how to do a lying leg curl, the top 10 mistakes that people are making when they're trying to transform their body. I'm like thinking of content and then uploading it, but this isn't something that I'm naturally motivated for. I don't really love filming myself and talking, although it probably seems like I do it a lot. It's just what I have to do for my work, right? I started as a face-to-face personal trainer and I loved that. I could do that forever, but for me to help more people and help scale and help leverage, I have to go online and share the message that I want to get out. For me, taking action is literally to grow my YouTube channel is posting these sort of videos. And then hopefully it'll bring results, it'll bring views, people will like it, people will engage with it, and then that will give me more motivation to keep posting on YouTube and growing my channel, right? So I kind of started really posting seriously I could say maybe 6 months, maybe 4 to 6 months ago. I've only grown it from like 8,000 subscribers because I already had a decent amount from previous stuff that I did. I've probably only grown it like 1,200 subscribers in the last 4 to 6 months, and it's been a grind, to be honest. On Instagram, it's a lot easier to get seen. I have 240,000 followers, 241,000 followers now on Instagram. Short form content's relatively easy, but taking action on YouTube is a lot harder. Posting long form content, trying to get people on there, doing podcasts. This is the grind for me at the moment in terms of growing a YouTube channel. So I guess I just wanted to give you an example of what I'm doing in terms of this. I hope that this video has helped to motivate you or inspire you to take action to the things that you necessarily don't find second nature. Like if you don't enjoy fitness, you don't enjoy eating well, you don't enjoy training, take action. Like you might enjoy it later on, but don't rely on motivation. Take action, get those results, get the ball rolling, and then that will just continue to snowball, because as you continue to take action, as you continue to get results, the motivation comes and it gets stronger. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and the momentum grows and grows and grows, and then you become unstoppable. I am like an unstoppable snowball rolling down the mountain that loves weightlifting and eating healthy and stuff. Like, I can't be stopped. I'm literally the biggest snowball in the world, just rolling down a hill because I love it. It brings me happiness, I get results, I'm motivated, and that can be you. And in some areas, that could be you as well. Like, if you have an amazing social life, which is probably something that I could get better at, and you're just like a snowball rolling down, like you're tight with your family, you're tight with your friends, you're there for them, people open up to you and you give back to them and they give back to you. That could be super solid. That's something that you don't struggle with. You're like very charismatic, you're very caring, you're very empathetic with people. You could find that really easy, but struggle with fitness. So with fitness, you might need to take action, but try and model the other areas of your life that you're really good at, really solid, and apply that same mindset, work ethic, action-oriented kind of mindset, and put that in the areas that you're weak at and want to get better at, because that is how you're going to do it. It literally all starts with action. I don't like the whole motivation world because it's very fickle. If you rely on that, you're not going to get a lot done in your life. You can't wait till you're motivated and well slept and feeling better and, oh, life is perfect. You need to just get after it regardless. Sometimes you have to do a workout when you're tired. You have to do a workout instead of seeing your friends, because sacrifices have to come into play as well. And that's where action takes priority. You have to do the hard things first, and sometimes you have to do hard things instead of doing the things that you want to do. You have to do the things that you need to do. I hope this helps, guys. If it did, please let me know in the comments. If you like my content, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's go!